Start your journey with a Jane Bank Small Business Loan with small business loans with as little as $10,000 and up to $4 million.
The time is
6 a.m.
Another dream game. I land and I fly again like a jet plane. Headed straight in your direction. 'Cause I'm wiser. You better wake up.
Nasty
Good morning. Good
boy.
morning. Wake up.
It feels
Wake
very
up.
Janet.
Control is what it's giving. Yeah. Oh.
It feels like nasty boys. Nasty boys.
You better work,
don't mean a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you nasty boy.
Listen, I don't think you realize after that it is definitely time to rise and
Morning.
shine. You nasty people, you. Just kidding. Listen, it's time to get going. Today is not a Friday. Don't be confused.
Don't adjust your TV sets.
Don't. But it is a Tuesday.
Indeed.
With the one Brooksy.
The one Andy.
And listen now, we're doing this for you. Happy Tuesday. How you doing?
I'm good. How you been? Haven't seen you in a minute.
I haven't seen you in perhaps.
When was the last time I saw you?
I think a September morning, you know.
I think so. It's been a minute.
It's been
a minute. What you been up to?
How have the last 2 months of your life been?
Oh my gosh, it's been quite stormy and tumultuous.
Listen, hasn't it?
Lord have mercy. But
Ooh.
I mean, I've seen a lot. I've met a lot of great people. You know, there's a lot of people. You know what makes you think? I'm like, if in a disaster, people could channel this kind of help to people. But if we did do it like when it was not a disaster.
You know what is so interesting about you saying that? So on Sunday night was the I Love Jamaica telethon. And just before we interviewed, I myself interviewed Minister Floyd Green. And just before we interviewed Floyd, who is your very good friend, I know, we were just chit-chatting and talking. And I said to him, I said, you know what's very interesting about this? One of the blessings that I believe has come out of it is we were losing the sense of being our brother's keepers. We were losing community. And I actually blame our generation because we grew up knowing community. And if we were to take any positive thing out of it, I feel like the sense of community has come back. And I think it has highlighted how critically important it is that we have to have community. We're nothing alone, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
We can't do this thing alone, you know?
Definitely. The truth is that I've seen images of people gathering at rivers and washing and bathing communally. And I thought to myself, this is like 100 years ago.
Honestly.
Like this is 100 years ago. And the truth is that in the modern age, I mean, in sociology, there's a lot of research that has been gone into the study of the death of community.
Right.
That our children are growing up without community. They're not going out and like you come home from school and you go play and your mother call you like no.
It's very different.
I lament my son not having community, like neighborhood where he run up and down and play with the boy, them and them something there and
really
kind of a thing.
Makes a difference. It makes such a difference in terms of even how we problem solve.
Yes.
The ability to just allow children to play freely and clash and that's my truck, no, it's my Lego.
Because you learn but through play.
Correct.
And you learn through that, which is why when I pick them up, argue, leave them alone.
They'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, I heard a great story on Sunday up in Westmoreland I was. I heard a great story of during the story, they said, look here, during this time, me, my wife and my neighbor lock up in a toilet because the whole house, because apparently they built,
I love us.
so they built a toilet. Back at house and the toilet did have concrete and slab roof and the rest of the house blow away gone, the neighbor house blow away gone, and them say, if I say, me, I feel brace the door because the door blow it so.
Because they in the toilet.
I was true, I was lock up in the toilet. And I was just like, wow.
And so even on the back of that, let me expand on that. Again, in the same interview that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He shares with us, this is again Minister Green, he shares with us that there's a community that has 20 houses in Black River.
Yeah.
And of the 20 houses, 18 of them are gone.
Yeah.
Gone. But the families who live in the other 18 houses are in the 2 that are still standing and them still in there to this day, today.
Yeah.
So remember, so it's not 18 people, we talk 18 families.
Yes.
Into the 2 houses and them just live. I said, boy. But if there's any silver lining we can find in this scenario, it's really how we have stepped up to be our brothers and sisters.
People come, get a couple pieces of board, build back one little house to somebody,
man.
then everybody come and build back one little house to somebody else, and then come back and build back something. And we're just working together.
Yeah.
We just work because you have no other option.
You don't. There's something that still happens in my community that I really love, and this is not just my immediate environs, but literally the neighborhood. And there are people who have fruit trees in my neighborhood, and when they have excess, they put on their wall. And so if you're walking the street in my neighborhood, you can actually take up a mango, you can take up a bunch of guinea. You can take up, it still happens in my community. And it's something I'm very pleased. When I say, I'm not even joking, when I'm saying pleased about
I
it.
just show me I ask which community by here. Come take up 2 guinea. But yeah.
Take up guinea so come back.
Yeah.
But that is something that I feel like I would love for us to see more of.
Yeah.
If you're tree laden, and say the breadfruit them are go drop. Just take them off. You can't eat. You can only eat but so much, and just rest them on the wall, and let other people can come and
you have excess pear.
Yes, man.
Mighty God, man.
Actually, no. If you have excess pear, call me. Call me.
You love pear like that?
What? Dennis,
Eh?
I will eat pear with every single meal if I had the option.
Well, in the immortal words of Jimmy Cliff, you can get it if you really want it. Because no, man, I carry some pear for you. Because I have some
You have
pear,
pear?
big, like seriously.
Dennis?
But my problem is, I'm gonna climb tree and them something there.
Is that milk climbing? Can't be for climbing.
No, like seriously, no. Pear time. When pear time, just remind me, because sometimes the tree they run about when I don't remember.
I actually, can you all do me a favor? When it's pear time, I'm not going to remind Dennis. Can you remind him? Just comment on Dennis' page and say, Dennis, remember yen the pear.
Yeah, it's pear time.
Pear. What?
No, man.
No, I don't know how
seriously.
I've not turned into
I
an
know them pear,
avocado.
the skin wet thick, and when you cut it, you're like, oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like the pear go Sunday school, grow in a two-parent household
Yeah.
with lots of love and had popcorn watching cartoons on a Saturday morning, that type of pear.
Yes. There's a metaphor that I use, or a simile that I use for pear like that. I'll tell you off here. But yes, I said, you can get it if you really want it. And that, of course, is our motivational word for today. Of course, we know we broke the news yesterday while on air, found out while on air that, of course, Jimmy Cliff, James Chambers, Order of Merit, passed away. But as the day progressed, for those persons who might be too young to understand. I mean, you hear the songs and you hear him, but you don't understand the magnitude of his contribution. I mean, I'm glad, when you listen to the way the media in Jamaica has covered the story. I think we've done well in terms of eulogizing a great
100%,
Jamaican.
yeah.
But it really hits home when you see it on the BBC.
Correct.
CNN, MSNBC, Radio France International,
Oh, look, I've just
Al
got chills.
Jazeera.
Look
Yeah,
at
I
that.
see.
I've literally just got chills.
When you see French TV outlets speaking in French, having their culture and entertainment reporter coming on, not just to tell the story, but to then expound and speak to his significance in terms of not just reggae, but in terms of the development of a global musical sound. They're like, no, man, this is almost like what it would be like almost like if Bob Marley died today, and the world is talking about it.
And what was amazing about him too was his contribution to music was so significant.
Yes.
But then it was an introduction to us as well that we can be multifaceted. You don't have to be limited to one aspect of your creative being.
Yes, yeah.
So as an actor, the portrayal in the film The Harder They Come was literally groundbreaking. He was, some would argue, the first international breakout star in a film who was from what, I absolutely despise the term third world nation, but obviously we are qualified as such in the broader picture.
We were qualified. We're not qualified
at
anymore.
the time,
There's
obviously.
no such thing as third world anymore.
Thank you.
Right.
But at the time is what it would have been labeled as, which again, as I say, we're not subscribed to that.
No.
But he was a breakout international star in film as well.
This was before
So
Bollywood. This was before
correct.
Nollywood. This is, This
Amazing.
is like, and this was a big film out of Jamaica.
Correct.
And as I've often said that, Perry Hensel it's a pity that we've not done more with the Jamaican movie industry.
film space, yeah.
We have done some things. We've seen some great foreign films come to Jamaica and do scenes and whatever. But in terms of big films coming out of Jamaica, there's a lot that we could have done,
Yeah. And this was that film.
This was
that film.
This was that film.
But, yeah.
I would imagine that every drama teacher, so many lessons are in this. Music teachers and people are now say, hey, we need to watch this film and go
As a
and come
matter
back
of
and
fact,
study it.
I would add to that we need to be showing the film Like, why are we not showing the film? Why are we, as mainstream TV, not showing the film? It should be on.
Well, I guess you have to get the rights. Well, I mean,
them.
Get the rights
Get them.
from,
Let's do it.
I believe, Justine Hensel
Get
and Jason
them, and let's
Hensel.
show the film on Saturday night, on Sunday night. Let's make it a thing. We've lost an icon, but let's make sure that the work is not lost. Make sure it's understood. So let us show the film. It should be on every local network for the next week.
I was saying yesterday that it's a pity that so much damage has happened to Jake's, because Jake's Hotel and that whole space is almost like a museum, a preservatory for the harder they come as that product. But I think maybe something could be done along Jimmy Cliff Boulevard instead of doing it in St. Elizabeth, and celebrating.
Right across Jamaica, right across the diaspora. I think we need to get that going.
Indeed. All right. Guess what? It's going to be a great, great show we got for you lined up for today. So guess what? You want to stay tuned. In the words of Ida, Steak and Stay right here on Sunrise.
Was that English?
It is. I'll be gall darned.
Oh, in the words of IT, stick
What did
and
I
stay.
say? I said Adi. In the words of Adi, stick and stay. Morning, Karen. How are you? What did you think I said?
This organization was started 18 years ago, so we are now of age. Initially, we would be an advocacy group providing emotional support and information that would help them to deal with the challenges that they will definitely face. That was where it all started, and that was where it came out.
I had fun doing the walk. I came out here to Jamaica to heal the hearts of the Jamaican Down Syndrome Foundation people, so I can show them that I have a big heart. I know it's been hard for Jamaica because of the hurricane. I came here for hugs.
I know we're beginning as a ripple, but we're going to be a wave, and we're expecting everyone to come and join us next year, 2026, and walk for the Brethren Walk, walk for that extra chromosome of love. See you there.
Brethren Walk 2025!
versus Excelsior at 4:15 p.m.
When the bus them man, I want to watch my son play finals on CVM, you know.
But mums, you can't watch it on CVM website, man.
Boy, my son score, my son score, my son score, my son score.
Greatness begins here.
Every dream conquered is another dream gained. I land and I fly again like a jet plane. Headed straight in your direction, 'cause I'm wiser, one step closer. I'm winning 'cause I work so hard. And the music keeps on playing, and the people them I say we are mash up the
where it all begins. The quest to become great. Inspired by those who went before them, these 4 boys dream of playing in the ISSA schoolboy football competitions.
Will you score this for Casey? Will you score? It's a shot, it's a goal!
And it's a shot, and it's a goal! And Casey has won the Manning Cup, and they will play Clarendon College in the Olivia Shield. And that's what you love to see. They may be rivals, but the camaraderie is what it's all about. Can't wait for the final.
Welcome back to Sunrise. It's 21 minutes after 6 o'clock. Good morning. Time with the headlines with the girl who makes me weak in the knees. I can lose control. And something over me in the day. And it's so amazing. I want you to stay with me. What's
going on?
I get so teak in the knees.
I was like, where are we going
I
with
know.
That's what I said first.
Oh, is it? I didn't get that one. Thank you for
Can't
that.
explain why your news, it makes me teak.
Oh. I love that you make him teak in the knees. With the sound effects and all.
Sound effects and all.
Do I make you newsy, baby? Yeah.
I hope to make you newsy this morning.
Right. What you
How
got
about
for
that?
us?
Good morning.
Hi, Zeeks.
Good
How
to
are you,
see
Jakes?
guys. Good, I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Good morning to the YouTube
You're looking
family.
very fuzzy and soft and butterfly and
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it.
sunrisey.
Fuzzy and soft is not usually a compliment for a lady, but I know what you mean. You mean girly, and like
the butterflies and
Jane Michelle. I'm pretty sure this is a fabulous trend.
I think that all of what Dennis is doing right now, we're gonna blame his turtleneck. It's
what? What am I doing?
What are you doing?
What? I'm complimenting wardrobe.
Yes, that's what's happening. Jane Michelle.
Yes.
Are you send him?
With his turtleneck.
Let's go into the headlines for this morning,
All right.
shall we?
What you got for us?
First and foremost, the text lines open for donations to Telethon until November the 30th. So text lines will remain open until November 30 for donations to the I Love Jamaica Telethon and virtual concert that happened. The event formed part of the national effort to support recovery following the passage of a Category 5 Hurricane Melissa on October 28. Jamaicans can still donate by adding credit to their Digicel or Flow phones and texting one of the following lines as many times as they wish, whether it's 876-444-5501 for 150 Jamaican dollars, 876-444-5502 for 1,000 Jamaican dollars, or 876-444-5503 for 5,000 Jamaican dollars in contribution. Now, Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, Honorable Olivia Grange, praised the entertainment industry for its support of the telethon, stating that everyone who participated in the telethon gave his or her efforts for free. The minister pointed out that the telethon will be available online as well and urged viewers to donate on the various platforms. So you can go to japromise.org and supportjamaica.gov.jm, and it's very easy to donate.
Nice.
So extending the opportunity to donate.
So for those persons who may have believed that the texting and the donating ended at the end of the
telethon.
No,
right.
not so.
You
It
did not miss
continues.
your opportunity in case you thought you missed it. No, it extends until November 30.
And actually, let me also add to that. The donation aspect of things goes until November 30. But let's just say you completely missed what, that the telethon was happening, or you're just like, oh my gosh, I forgot that was on or whatever. You can actually go and watch it. So you can go and watch. It's on YouTube right now on the PBCJ page. It's up there. You can watch it and even see which option is suitable for you for donation as well, because there are tons of options presented within the telecast as well. But of course, the easiest way to do it is japromise.org or supportjamaica.gov.jm, or the text lines available to you. So go and go watch the telecast, take it in, get little entertainment, and text your little donation.
See the vibes. See the vibes. It was
a lovely evening.
It really was a lovely evening.
It really was a very good evening.
And it's true, when Minister Grange said really kudos to the entire industry. So many people gave so much from various industries to make that happen. So kudos to the team, right?
Yeah.
Indeed.
All right, so speaking of kudos, another win, a win for coaches. Athlete insurance plan expanded and some recognition given. Sport Minister Olivia Grange has extended the athletes insurance plan to include coaches. An announcement made at the Jamaica Track and Field Coaches Association, the JATA FCA 2025 Long Service Awards ceremony held at Alhambra Inn in Kingston. This decision comes after Hurricane Melissa caused significant losses for many coaches. Grange aims to protect those who support athletes, recognizing their importance. 15 coaches were also awarded for their long service to Jamaica in track and field at the event. JATA FCA President David Riley was recommended for the World Athletics Coaches Committee, and Tom Brumlick, the coach of Navasky Anderson, received the Hector Smith Master Coach Award.
All right.
So those things happened at that event, as well as an extension of insurance, extending into coaches makes sense to me. You're a part of the industry.
No, but it is significant, and we've been talking about this before. We spoke about it in relation to creative industries and that sort of a thing. It is important for people who earn in different ways to be able to have access to insurance, to retirement plans and that kind of a thing, because these are the things that makes the industry more viable. It will now keep people in the industry so that they can say, look here, me can't stay in this because, boy, me can't even get little health insurance, we can't even, me need to get a real job. Like you can, as a young person, can tell their parents, like, this is what I want to do. And this is a real job, and the parents can say, "Oh, but how are you going to take care of yourself?" No, man, we have insurance.
Things in place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Things
so you keep the existing players and you attract future players in the space.
And coaches.
And by players, we're not literally meaning players.
Yeah, but the players.
People play within that space. But also, I love things like this. I love things like these because we often celebrate the athletes. The athletes are lauded for their victory, but the truth is they are nothing without their team. They are nothing without their coaches, which is why when you interview a Usain Bolt or you interview a Shelley-Ann Fraser-Price, without hesitation, within the first 10 words of their thing,
my coach, I had my coach, my coach told me so and so, my coach,
immediately, because they understand the significance of their success in relation to their coach's input. So I think it's fantastic that something like this has happened, because coaching is indeed a legitimate career. It indeed produces the people that lift the spirits of the nation, and so they too should have coverage and protection. Brilliant move.
Absolutely. So that's what I have in the headlines for you this morning. Of course, I'll be back. Alla 7. See what I did there? A las 7 de la mañana. Okay? Okay? Okay, you see what I did there with the accent and all?
Thank God for those blue Duolingo days, man.
Back in the good old days.
The Duolingo days.
That's our Mariposa Mami for us this morning. And that's not Duolingo. Thank God for sexy Spanish. More Sunrise after the break. If you don't know, Mariposa is butterfly. We're coming back right here on Sunrise. Please don't go anywhere.
BCIC is giving up to $5 million in free content insurance.
We've developed a free online calculator. So anybody in Jamaica, any homeowner can go on to BCIC online. You don't even have to be a BCIC customer, and it will give you a building value.
When you update your home's rebuilding cost with our online calculator, you'll get $5 million in free content insurance and up to 12 months to pay your premium.
If you're not insured, go get it now. Better to be safe than sorry.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's a live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central. Issa Schoolboy Football is back. The storm has passed, but the spirit remains. This time it's bigger than football. CVM TV brings you a doubleheader from Waterhouse Mini Stadium. This Friday, November 28, the round of 16 continues with match day 2. In the opening encounter, Woolmer's Boys and Tivoli Gardens face off in a must-win for both teams. Kickoff is at 2 p.m. and Stats and Excelsior clash for a spot at the top of the group in the feature match at 4:15 p.m. Coverage is live and exclusive on CVM TV, CVM Television Jamaica on YouTube, and CVMTV.com. That's the return of the Issa Manning Cup, Friday, November 28. A doubleheader at Waterhouse Mini Stadium. Tivoli Gardens versus Woolmer's Boys at 2 p.m. and Stats versus Excelsior at 4:15 p.m.
Hey everybody, I'm Yendi, and this is Odyssey with Yendi. In this space, we connect with some of your favorite people as they share their journeys. Here we have some unfiltered conversations as we deep dive into their inspirations, motivations, and experiences to inspire our own life journey.
It's time.
Welcome to High School Pitchside. We have another fascinating episode for you.
More matches, more big clashes.
Let's talk about some of the big rivalries coming up this week.
More of your favorite features.
And trust me, you won't fall asleep in this history class.
And of course, we always want to hear from you.
Hear from your alma mater's players and coaches in Team Talk.
You know we can't leave you out. So send us your messages on social media and watch us react on FanView.
And you know we love a good little debate, right, Gio?
We've got you covered all season long on High School Pitchside.
High School Pitchside, your ultimate guide to all things schoolboy football, Thursdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
All right, welcome back to Sunrise. Every time we have this segment, I feel like I really should just have a bowl of popcorn in front of me.
I know. The young people say the popcorn is triggering.
Well, the Films That Move Festival has sifted through almost 2,000 submissions worldwide and chosen just 13 films to screen right here in Jamaica, all centered on mental health and healing.
Well, this morning, clinical psychologist Christina Walker is here to talk about how storytelling on screen can actually help us process what we're carrying, while programming director Alicia Walker will give us a peek at what's coming up on December 7 at Palace Cineplex, including how the event is supporting the Calm the Storm and ties into Human Rights Day. Ladies, welcome to the program. How are you?
Good morning. We're great.
I like the way you've married these two passions of yours. At what point did you figure that this needed to be done? Let's start there.
So when you bring up the word therapy anywhere at all in Jamaica, there's like, oh, you're crazy, and that's not the case.
You're mad.
Your physical well-being is as important as your mental. So the most digestible way we found is through film and open conversations, because once you start with the word therapy, there's an immediate backing away from it, and we need this more so than ever.
So Christina, you're the psychologist and you're the thespian, to get that right, and you're both sisters.
Yes.
Oh, so.
But let's talk a little bit about how you narrowed this thing down, because as you said, there were thousands of submissions, but you've narrowed it down to 13, is that so?
Yes, so this year
what was the criteria?
Well, our theme is the criteria, so growing pains, transitions, and the journey of becoming. So once the theme had anything related, well, the movies had anything related to that, that's how we picked it. It was very hard, by the way. But Jamaica came through our film industry. I'm very proud to say that the movies coming out of Jamaica are exceptional, and we have 3 coming from Jamaica out of that 13.
Go ahead, tell us a little bit about, even your process of sifting through from watching movies from the lens of psychology.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure that, as a psychologist, you probably watch all movies from a lens of psychology. You're analyzing the characters and the plot from that perspective. But in terms of applying this lens of the theme to filter the movies.
Yeah, so initially when Alicia reached out to me, I personally work with children and adolescents, so I thought it was a great match. So I agreed to support her in that way. So from start, we were talking about the themes, what could come up, what are some of the things you could expect to see looking at a theme like that. So in watching our screening, some of the movies, because I'm not a part of the selection process, I just see the end result. And so watching through the end result, there were a couple of movies that really touched on some of the core issues of adolescence and the whole theme of transitioning. Because remember, childhood and adolescence prepares us for adulthood. And so at each stage of development, you're completing different tasks that orients you to be able to be a functional adult. Yes.
Let us talk a little bit about the concept of cinema therapy. Because some would say, no, you just watch show for watch show, but others would say, no, it has profound impact on your subconscious, and even more than your subconscious, even how you think in your frontal brain. Walk me through that and how effective it can be for one's mental wellness.
Okay, so many things can be used to support the therapeutic process, and within our own field we have so many different disciplines. So you have art therapy, dance and movement therapy, and film is just kind of like that. So it's a process or a tool that you can use. So even in my own practice, because working with children, a lot of times we do use movies, we use social stories, which movies can help to promote. Especially with children with ASD or have social skills issues, they can learn that through movies. So movies are essentially a tool that we can use. It helps them to put a safe distance between themselves and the issues they may be facing, as well as, so it gives them the opportunity to talk. So for example, if I had a child that I'm teaching emotion regulation skills to, one of our favorite go-to films is Inside Out. It helps them to understand. So films have been being used in the therapeutic space, and I think this is just a great way to see Jamaica shining through.
How do you think these specific films that have been chosen will help us?
Okay, so from the ones that I've seen, A Touch of Sugar, Wannabe, those two really struck out to me because working with children and adolescents, I saw a lot of the issues that my own clientele struggle with. So for example, in Touch of Sugar, the parent is going through some stressful situation, the loss of a spouse. And she's dealing with that in not the best way. So she's using some negative coping strategies such as substance use, which in turn impacts how she's treating her child, how she's able to show up and support her child. So in that movie, you see the child becoming parentified. The child now has to start looking after the parent. And so the child is not allowed to be a child, so they're not going through the normal processes of development.
Hence tying back in with the theme of coming of age and that kind of. Yeah.
And that is a common theme amongst our Jamaican children. A lot of them have to grow up faster than expected. So they're a lot of times having to deal with a lot of situations that are above their developmental
Thrusted
age.
into the adult world.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Let us talk about December 7. who can come, where are we going to be, can we come? What's happening here, Alicia?
Is
Walk
it
me
like
through that.
who's who only?
No, anybody can come. Like we said, it's a safe, open space. We also have online screenings as well. So, because our films are international, they're from Denmark, they're from Iran. So we want everybody to partake from abroad here. You can go on SpurOpen/FilmsThatMove7 and buy your ticket there. We're going to be at Palace Cineplex, Ligani Sovereign Center, December 7 at 1:30. Christina, clinical psychologist, will be there, and Camille Campbell, counseling psychologist, will be there as well. So we just want.
Since we start watch it and start ball, then we can talk to the
we will be crying together.
I love a support system.
Yes, to be fair, Films That Moves always does try to have on standby persons to support.
Because some of the time the films kind of open a can of worms that maybe you never plan to engage in, you know.
Yes, and part proceeds from our tickets go to our Calm the Storm initiative. So what we're trying to do, we have our mental health advisors, and we want to reach out to those people affected by Hurricane Melissa. We want to give them the physical support as well as the mental support as well. So feel free to reach out to us. Follow us on Instagram at Films That Move. Well, Films_that_move.
Films_that_move. It's on the screen right there. Yes. Yep. So we can definitely support that. You know what? I want to say thank you for the insight and the foresight to do this and to pull this together. I'm glad that you got the buy-in from the international people. By the way, who are the people who submit films to this? Like, how long are the films? Who are the people who?
So they're short films, so they can range from 1 minute to 30 minutes. We have some animations in our selection that are really nice, and I know the children will like that. It's so bright, it's colorful, because even though these topics can be heavy, what we try to do is add a nice mix into it. So you're gonna see a touch of sugar. You're gonna see the
like
fish
the
bowl.
longest film is 30 minutes. Is it?
About 25.
Okay. All right.
So it's a good mix. You will not be disappointed.
Oh, I'm seeing familiar faces
I saw
there on
Puku
screen.
Poo.
I just saw Evie.
Yes.
And Stephanie Hazel.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, she is our host, Stephanie Hazel Lyle. So she's the founder of Girls First and the president of Women in Film and Television. So she's one of our team members. Our festival director, Dwayne Stewie Stewart, is also a part of the team. Our story curator is Gillian Mulling. So we have a good support system, and we just want to support Jamaica, especially in this time. And what better way to do it than through art?
I totally agree. Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you very much for your good work. Our guests have been Christina Walker, clinical psychologist, and Alicia Walker, her sister, programming director for Films That Move. And for more stories that move, stick right here, because we'll be serving up more when we return from the break.
Every day starts with care. Care that's always close. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is where you go for everything you need. From your morning routine to life's biggest moments. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is always by your side. Whether it's prescriptions or household essentials, trust the care that's close to home. Super happy, super healthy, Supermed.
It's time.
Welcome to High School Pitchside. We have another fascinating episode for you.
More matches, more big clashes.
Let's talk about some of the big rivalries coming up this week.
More of your favorite features.
And trust me, you won't fall asleep in this history class.
And of course, we always want to hear from you.
Hear from your alma mater's players and coaches in Team Talk.
You know we can't leave you out. So send us your messages on social media and watch us react on FanView.
And you know we love a good little debate, right, Gio?
We've got you covered all season long on High School Pitchside.
High School Pitchside, your ultimate guide to all things schoolboy football, Thursdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more.
Minutes going up to 7 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, TK will be on with the morning news. But guess what? Thank you for staying with us, because we have an important conversation to have. Generators have been working overtime since Hurricane Melissa. We know that. We hear them in the distance. But they have the risks that come with them as well. With several suspected carbon monoxide deaths in recent weeks, we wanted to bring in the experts. So we have Superintendent Emilio Ibanks, the officer in charge of public education and research at the Jamaica Fire Brigade. No stranger around here. He is breaking down what people often get wrong about generator use and why this is so dangerous, and some of the simple habits that we can employ to save our lives. So, how you do?
I'm good, thanks.
Morning.
Glad to have
good
you.
to see you. It's always so good to have you. Because we always need so much more informed when we have you.
Yes.
Let us talk about generator use in general. Why are we using generators, and how do we use them properly?
All right. Before I even get to that, I want to use this opportunity to just pass my condolences to the persons who have lost loved ones and friends. Also, to express sympathies to every single Jamaican that has been affected. In the fire brigade, we have over 120 firefighters who have been directly impacted. And I remember speaking with one who said to me, sir, after working through the entire hurricane and going home and realizing that my home was completely destroyed. She said reality set in when about 7 o'clock she sat in a chair and looked up, and she was looking at the night sky. She was now homeless. So that sunk really, really deep for me, and I had to fight back tears. So, we really want to let persons understand we don't want to contribute to that in any way. And I really want to thank you for this opportunity to be here. So, first of all, generally speaking, when it comes to generators, read the manufacturer's instructions. Very, very careful. So when you read these instructions, for instance, they will tell you you need to have 3 to 4 feet around the generator for the generator to ventilate.
That's not just a suggestion.
It's an instruction.
Correct.
So the things that I'm telling you now are instructions that comes from the manufacturers. And over the years, we would have tested these things and we would have found out that these things are totally necessary for the good running, the good operation, and lives to be saved as a result of using these generators. So 3 to 4 feet, it allows ventilation. 25 feet minimum away from a window or a door, any kind of opening, especially in sleeping areas. What carbon monoxide does is that this is a byproduct of the use of the generator, as you would have said in the opening, Dennis. It has an affinity for hemoglobin that's 250 times greater than oxygen. So what that means in layman's terms is that it likes the hemoglobin in the red blood cells 250 times more. It binds 250 times faster than the oxygen will bind. So the oxygen really has no chance when you think about it in layman's terms. So this is what we call in safety terms the sweet death. You are there, you don't know what's happening, you just fall unconscious. and you die. And that is why it is so dangerous to a lot of persons. They don't know what's happening until, sadly, they are gone.
But then it's a tricky position, isn't it? Because we live in a society where people are concerned that their hard-earned money that them use to buy the generator to give a little comfort in the middle of a disaster is going to be stolen. So you don't put it outside, you don't store it properly, you kind of keep it close by because you don't want anybody to get access to it. But then this is the result.
That is what causes the problem.
Right.
Yes, yes. And I thought exactly about that scenario. I know a lot of persons who think that kind of way before this was explained to them. So what we normally recommend is that you put it in somewhere safe, but outside. So a lot of persons, especially in rural Jamaica, have more than one buildings on the piece of land that they live on. So somewhere other than inside of your sleeping area, inside of your home, where it is safe. When you're doing that, however, make sure that the cord that you'll be using from the generator to get it to the point that you need the electricity is one that is also recommended. So you want to use the same kind of wiring that they use to wire the house, which is the twin with earth, the one that comes in the white jacket, and you put up a proper thing. So normally, I tell persons, don't use the electrician down the road. Find someone who is certified and licensed to do that kind of job.
My question then is, for those persons who do not enjoy the luxury of space, I mean, there are persons who live in gated communities, there are persons who live in apartment complexes, there are persons who just have limited space. You're saying don't put it on the veranda, don't put it out. Where can they put it? Or is it that you're saying that there are some living spaces that, look, it's just not safe for you to own one?
It's not suitable. Or what you would need to find is a generator that does not give off those kind of fumes. So you might want to find a solar inverter generator that doesn't give off those kind of fumes. So you have to look at your space and look at what is best suited.
Because people see a good deal online, or they say, I need a generator. I mean, some people, I need it, and so I'm just going to buy it. And then you buy it, and then you're saying, why do you even think I don't have anywhere to put it?
Right, that's true. So you have to look at best fit. So in the context of things, you don't buy an electric car if you don't have somewhere to plug it in and somewhere to charge it. Because we don't recommend that persons keep the generator outside either, because then you will have the elements, you will have rain, and you don't ever go and operate a generator when it's wet or you are wet. So you have to keep it in a covered area, in a space that is protected from the elements. However, you have to make sure it's at least 30 feet away from your windows and your doors, and it has proper ventilation around.
I know some people, their generator, they build like a small housing in the yard against the wall. It's properly grilled up, and it's away from the house in that regard. Is that the ideal thing to do?
That's the ideal thing.
It's covered,
and again, the manufacturer's specifications, because you do have some generators that of course can be on the outside and they can be uncovered because they have their own housing.
Yes.
But if you're buying one of the quicker to get generators, then of course you'd understand that when you look at the generator itself, you'll realize that a lot of things are exposed. So those are the ones that you have to put inside. And the outdoor generators will tell you as well that they are outdoor generators. And before we move any further, I want to tell persons, you don't just buy a generator and wire it to your system, because you can have feedback from your generator going into the grid. And then the persons who are working on the grid to get it back up can be electrocuted as a result of your generator.
This thing is so much deeper than people understand. So you really need to get a professional.
Definitely.
You have to have a professional set it up properly and follow the guidelines as per
that specific generator.
Definitely.
I have to take the opportunity to, you're here with us, but let me ask you, I know we're having a conversation around generators. Recently, there were some fires in Westmoreland.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about that while you're here with us. What would have been the source of those fires? Are those fires now under control? Is there concern for future fires based on what was the cause of this fire? Walk me through that.
We have started some investigations preliminarily. It is showing us that persons have been burning debris, which is extremely not recommended at this time. Under normal circumstances, we don't recommend that. But what would have happened, we would have heard the Forestry Association talking about the stripping of moisture that the winds would have caused. So what happens is that you have a system where the moisture would have been stripped from all the trees in this space very, very quickly. So they look brown, they look dry, like they've been going through a drought for years.
Yes, yes.
That's it. So what is happening now is that all these trees in this particular area are now fuel. So you go and you light any kind of fire. It is
like a whole heap of brambles. They're just ready. I was in a space in rural Westmoreland on Friday, and I just saw a fire blazing off in the distance, and I said to myself, somebody lit something over there. And these things get out of hand, and before you know it, and this is a feature of major disasters, I would imagine, that you have subsidiary disasters because you have leptospirosis, you have you know, all sorts of things that come in the wake of the devastation that I've heard the fire brigade warning people about. I mean, what's the message to people in this time of these are the things that we are susceptible now?
As you just rightly said, the fires, that's the first thing that you will find happening as a result of this kind of situation. Because we would have seen on social media the videos, persons show videos, generators starting fires. You have to do your bit to protect what's left of your property and the property of others. So don't be lighting any fires any at all. You know, a lot of persons might be saying, you know, the trucks aren't coming around often enough, but you have to look on the extreme circumstances that we're under. And I was in China recently, and I found out that even in a country like China, they still lack some of the resources that we lack here. So you will never ever find a system or a country where the resources are there for every single circumstance. And you have to realize what hit us in this particular hurricane, the rest of the world, it's unprecedented.
Nobody would be in a good way. It's not just us.
Nobody at all. So we have to make sure that we do our bit. And if you need any kind of information, all our fire stations are open. Walk in, ask for some assistance, and even though we are under the gun, so to speak, we are willing to help.
I must commend the firefighters in Black River. I was there in the immediate aftermath of the hurricane. The devastation was so great, and the firefighters were there. The fire station was significantly damaged, and they were there with the people. Like, it brought tears to my eyes when I saw everybody was in the midst of devastation at that time. It was very much a horrible situation, and the firefighters were helping people. I must say commendations to the fire brigade for the work that they continue to do.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
It's always great to have you. Always great to have you. A big thank you to Superintendent Emilio Banks, Officer in charge of Public Education and Research at the Jamaica Fire Brigade. Of course, for breaking it down for us so very clearly.
Definitely.
If you're going to buy a generator, make sure you follow the instructions and have the proper professional set up the generator in the proper way according to the instructions. Please, we're begging. Yeah? All right, we're going to head to another break, but we are going to make way for TK. She comes right back after the break. Stay with us here on Sunrise.
The carpet Store. We bring comfort to every step with flooring that blends softness and style. From carpets and rugs to durable vinyl flooring and expert installation services, we have everything you need to transform your space. And when it's time for a refresh, our carpet and upholstery cleaning service brings your flooring back to life. Visit us at 18 Dunbarton Avenue, Kingston. The Carpet Store, because you deserve the best.
Yeah man, this is Graham Smagan. I want you to keep watching CVM TV, be inspired, be informed, right? See it happen right here on CVM TV. Morgan Heritage till the year 3000 and beyond. Graham Smagan say that. See it? Blessings.
Holla me, holla yo, holla way. Taste the BK new cheesy jalapeno Whopper combo for only $1,350. The time by Burger King is.
Hey everybody, I'm Yendi, and this is Odyssey with Yendi. In this space, we connect with some of your favorite people as they share their journeys. Here we have some unfiltered conversations as we deep dive into their inspirations, motivations, and experiences to inspire our own life journey.
Issa Schoolboy Football is back! The storm has passed, but the spirit remains. This time it's bigger than football. CVM TV brings you a doubleheader from Waterhouse Mini Stadium. This Friday, November 28, the round of 16 continues with match day 2. In the opening encounter, Woolmer's Boys and Tivoli Gardens face off in a must-win for both teams. Kickoff is at 2 p.m. and Stats and Excelsior clash for a spot at the top of the group in the feature match at 4:15 p.m. Coverage is live and exclusive on CVM TV, CVM Television Jamaica on YouTube, and CVMTV.com. That's the return of the Issa Manning Cup, Friday, November 28. A doubleheader at Waterhouse Mini Stadium. Tivoli Gardens versus Woolmer's Boys at 2 p.m. and Stats versus Excelsior at
Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. Stakeholders in the education sector are this morning welcoming the announcement that Jamaican students will now sit the Caribbean Examinations Council CXC exams at a later date with reduced fees. Education Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon has indicated that students who were scheduled to sit the exams in the January and May to June 2026 sessions will now do so later than other territories due to the impact of Hurricane Melissa. She also confirmed that the exam fees for students will be reduced. Vice President of the Jamaica Association of Principals of Secondary Schools, Aniona Jones, while welcoming the move, emphasized the importance of ensuring that the integrity of the exam is not compromised.
$41,000 is roughly what I spent on my own son who is in the 11th grade to sit some of his exams. I can't imagine asking someone right now to find 20. So the idea of a reduced cost is really good and I applaud that move. We have unfortunately had some challenges with securing the papers and we've done so much better as a country. But I hope that we are able to not reduce the integrity of the exams while we try to accommodate the students, because that too will have an issue when the grades come out. So it's a multifaceted approach that we're having, but we're keeping the children at the center.
Meanwhile, principal of the Old Harbour High School, Linton Ware, is calling for consideration to be given to adjusting the exam structure to better reflect students' overall performance.
Where my examination coordinator, with her communicating with other examination coordinators, and there are other examination coordinators who are putting their voices forward. And what they're simply saying too is that while it is that we're trying to formulate solution, it would be good if in the communication too, similarly to COVID, we probably look at their SBA as well. Because in terms of pushing back the exam, it means that there's another paper that will have to be set. And examination coordinators are saying, similar to COVID, let's see if we could facilitate the assessment of their SBA and provide them with a final score.
Funding is a real concern. A direct quote by CEO of the Jamaica Public Service Company, Hugh Grant, while providing an update on the restoration of power to Western Jamaica recently. As these parishes continue to reel from the devastation caused by Melissa, electricity makes a hopeful return to their everyday lives. Crystal Williams has the details.
We have restored 74% of our customers.
This report was made by the CEO of Jamaica Public Service Company, JPS, Hugh Grant, during a press conference held at Travelers Resort in Negril, Westmoreland on Sunday. He presented the breakdown of the statistics.
After Melissa, day one, we had over 540,000 customers out of service. And I'm pleased to share that right now, we have just over 360,000 customers have been restored, and just about 180,000 customers that are currently out of service. That is not by chance.
He says this brings the percentage of persons with electricity restored to 74%, leaving 26% still in the dark. The CEO of JPS says the job to be done in Western parishes requires more than restoration, but rather a redesign and rebuild. However, one main challenge they are facing is funding.
So whatever we have restored, we're working as best as possible to keep that in service and continue to build out. The reality is, however, that the focus is on restoration and rebuilding as safely and as quickly as possible. So after this, we will come through and do what I call some mop-up work to then fortify the facilities that we have put in. Funding is a real concern, and we are partnering and working with the government and other stakeholders to address the funding.
He says their main target is restoring major lines from Orange Bay into the substation in Paradise in order to disperse power to the Westmoreland communities that need it.
As I say that, we brought power into Negril because we worked assiduously and tirelessly to restore one of our major lines connecting St. James to Hanover. And the good news is, Negril is fed from our Orange Bay substation in Hanover, and we're able to do some creative things to bring power into Negril.
The JPS CEO says St. Anne, Clarendon and Manchester will also have approximately 75% electricity restored by the second week of December. Crystal Williams, CVM News.
And over in sports now, head coach Hubert Busby named his 21-member senior reggae girls squad for their upcoming CONCACAF Women's World Cup qualifiers. Jamaica is set to face Dominica on Saturday, November 29 at the Darren Sammy Cricket Stadium in St. Lucia in the first match of their Group B campaign. One noticeable return is Khadija Bunny Shaw, who has not donned the black, green and gold since December 2024. And joining her in attack are Natasha Thomas, Jodie Brown, Shaniel Buckley, Rikisha Walker, Shania Hills, and Kalissa Van Zanten. Coach Busby said they're prepared and eager for kickoff, especially with Shaw's vital presence.
We've been in touch with her and we've been in contact with her. I think what's important to remember, though, that is the way that we play. You know, it's about the profiles of the players that play within that position. I mean, obviously, Bunny is one of one. But, you know, the way that we want to play was always kind of with a little bit of her in mind in terms of our philosophy and what we want to do, what is expected from that position, in that number 9 position. So I think it's, you know, those 2 or 3 training sessions will be enough to integrate her back in. And as we know, she's a top pro and quality professional. So we don't foresee any issues with her being integrated, having been out for a while now.
A group of 12 and under players, their coaches and officials of Total Football Academy left the island on Monday for the Surf Cup International Football Competition in Salou, Spain. This historic trip by the Academy, led by Technical Director Raymond Leverage, will see Total Football Academy's 12 and under team play 3 group matches starting on Wednesday against EJ Football Academy of South Africa. On Thursday, they'll go up against Kalame A of the Netherlands, and their final group game will be against Athletic Bilbao of Spain. A top 2 finish for Total Academy Football Academy will see them advance to the gold semi-finals, while a bottom 2 finish will place them in the silver semi-finals. The competition features boys under 10 to under 19 and girls under 12, under 14, under 16, and under 19. There are 16 teams per category divided into 4 groups of 4. Each team is guaranteed a minimum of 4 matches. And that's it for Morning News. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. Sunrise continues after this.
Our hearts go out to everyone affected by the recent hurricane.
We're celebrating 138 years, and as a part of our commitment, the OEC is organizing a relief drive to help those in need.
Your dreams don't have to pause. Your education is still within reach.
That's why we have extended the registration deadline for the May-June 2026 CXC examinations. Private candidates, you may complete your registration online, or you may visit any of our offices and complete the process using your credit or debit card.
Because even in these challenging times,
your future is worth fighting for. At the OEC, we hold firm in what we believe.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Yo, this is Bungie God.
And this is Ray Lyons. See it happen
on CVM TV.
See it happen on CVM TV. That's what he's trying to say. See it happen on CVM TV. Thank you. See it happen.
See it happen.
Issa Schoolboy Football is back. The storm has passed, but the spirit remains. This time it's bigger than football. CVM TV brings you a doubleheader from Waterhouse Mini Stadium. This Friday, November 28, the round of 16 continues with match day 2. In the opening encounter, Woolmer's Boys and Tivoli Gardens face off in a must-win for both teams. Kickoff is at 2 p.m. and Stats and Excelsior clash for a spot at the top of the group in the feature match at 4:15 p.m. Coverage is live and exclusive on CVM TV, CVM Television Jamaica on YouTube, and CVMTV.com. That's the return of the Issa Manning Cup, Friday, November 28. A doubleheader at Waterhouse Mini Stadium. Tivoli Gardens versus Woolmer's Boys at 2 p.m. and Stats versus Excelsior at 4.
All right. Glad to have you with us now. Hurricane Melissa may have battered our shores, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake, but it could never, ever break the spirit of the Jamaican people. Here are a few words of inspiration from Adam Stewart.
Jamaica is going to be okay. Jamaica is going to be back. Jamaica is going to be better. I'm proud of my country, and I have never seen more unity ever in the recovery than this very moment and what is happening right now in Jamaica. My passport is a blue Jamaican passport. We love Jamaica, we love the Caribbean, and with your help, we will continue to make it bigger and better. Watch this.
I think it's important for Mr. Stewart to put that message out there. I mean, the audience, especially the audience that he was speaking to, I've seen him pounding the pavement, as they say in his neck of the woods, pounding the pavement with the travel advisors, with the, because you have to be managing the narrative in that space. And it's so important, I spare a thought for the hotels that would have had forward bookings
Correct.
Well, if I give back people their money.
Correct.
And them not make no money right now.
And let us bear in mind that this is peak season.
Yes.
November to April is peak season for the hotel industry.
Right.
Yeah.
And some hotels, you've heard them make it clear, they're not coming back until February.
Yeah.
Some are trying to get into a position where they can have guests in December. And so it's really a mad rush to get ready. But it's not easy. I passed Sandals South Coast. I almost said Sandals White House. Sandals South Coast recently, which is in White House, Westmoreland. And it was just like the rest of White House.
A ghost town.
It was just so battered.
Yeah, man. It's Westmoreland is so hard to put into words unless you really see it. It's really hard. But what's interesting is we have one side of the country that is absolutely destroyed. And then you, on the other side of the country, you want to play your part, you want to help, you want to get going. And then you have people, when you go on the ground, and you talk to them, you know what they're saying? They're saying, thank you for the food, we're grateful for the food, but we're ready to get back to work. They themselves are ready to get back to their own livelihoods because something about that feels good for them. Something about that makes them feel like while they've lost everything, they've not lost a purpose. And so we're at the stage now where recovery also looks like not just shelter, not just food provision, but getting people back into their everyday movement,
and
their
that is
everyday
why,
life.
and when he says Jamaica will be back, we will, because there are people in the hardest hit areas. Like, as I said, I was in Westmoreland on Friday, I was in Westmoreland again on Sunday, and I've seen people just their determination to get back. When I look and I see Border taking the time coming back, Sean Paul and a group of people doing what they can in Border. I mean, because when I saw Border destroyed, it broke my heart because I love Border.
Oh gosh, that's not chills
I love it, man. And so, like, when you see the people wanting to get
they really
back,
do.
Yes, Jamaica will come back. And I hear people say, and because some people are expressing it, but they're not expressing it the right way, maybe. Or maybe some people are not receiving it, because me come for bring care package and you tell me, we don't want no more care package, we want building material. And this may have. I understand both sides, because like the people who are saying, we appreciate the care packages, but like the assistance we maybe need right now is the assistance come on stand up on my 2 foot, and I don't want to sit down and whip on care package every day. Which is why, like, yesterday we interviewed Duns, and they're like, they have these build back bundles, and like maybe if you want to do a care package, you could do like a construction.
A few bundles.
You could do a few bundles from them. As a give back, as a care package kind of a way, because there are different ways to show that you care.
We're definitely in another phase now. And I hasten for everyone who, if you feel like even for 1 second you want to feel offended by a statement like that, please don't be. You're not in the position. And I think it's critically important that we listen to the people who are in the position. We listen to their needs, because as you rightly said, it's not as though we're speaking about individuals who were sitting down waiting on handouts. No, you're speaking about individuals who are industrious, who have their businesses, who have their professions and their careers. And ideally what they would like is to get back to what their life was. And so we have to be mindful to put our egos aside. And while you might feel offended because you are helping, I'm doing my best to help, pause. A big part of how we can help is to listen to the needs of the people affected.
Indeed.
Ego aside.
Indeed. I remember being in Black River 2 days after. So it was maybe about the 30th. And I remember somebody saying, a lady saying, rich before the storm, poor before the storm, the whole of we homeless right now. And it was, she said, no, well, we're homeless right now. And I saw people who were well-to-do Black River citizens just in the mess, in the squalid conditions in that moment. And I know these are people who want to stay in that situation for long. You understand?
100%.
They're not going to want to stay in this situation.
100%.
So, like, if they're asking for help, it's going to change, because in the immediate aftermath, this might have been the ultimate care package.
Correct.
But like a month later,
that's not
2 months later, they're in a different phase. I understand.
And I do genuinely think that, again, if we can ever just try and look at the glass as half full, it is an opportunity to build back in a much stronger way. It is an opportunity to actually restructure how we do communities.
Yes.
Because, I mean, at the risk of being offensive, I'm going to say, perhaps there are communities that should not be for housing. And we need to evaluate that and say, was this the best place for people to actually place homes? And if not so, where do we now relocate a community to a safer space that is not susceptible to flooding, that's not susceptible to aquifers rising from beneath the ground? It's an opportunity to truly evaluate and
having that conversation
the right way to move forward in a stronger way.
So many communities, so many settlements in Jamaica originate from people just
squatting,
sit on a piece of land, and then you have it starts off with one house and then a cluster of people, and then now you have shops established and other services established, and that's how settlement patterns have developed, and then you end up with a bustling little urban center almost, or a hamlet, and then now the government builds roads to get there and put in water for the people, because they begin to vote and all sorts of things. So now you have to provide these people with something, and before you know it, people are bawling, say them now have good roads when they're in a space where you should have never been living to begin with.
And the truth is, it's not suitable for housing. It's not. So we need to have that uncomfortable conversation too. We have to have the conversation.
Because you might say, we're going to put some houses in, but we're not going to put them there.
And it has to be a thing where you stand on that ground 10 toes down. Because the truth is, you see, if rain falls and every time rain falls somewhere flood out, you're not supposed to have housing. The water is always going to take its course, So we need to also plan in a way that is suitable and most beneficial to our citizens.
Absolutely.
And so the truth is, maybe you're just not supposed to have housing right there, so. Right there is supposed to just look good. Right there must be forest.
Green spaces.
Right, see there?
Green spaces.
Right there must have forest and greenery, and because let's not for 1 second underestimate the importance of green space and what that contributes to society as well. So I think it is an opportunity to do proper planning and to have people live in spaces that are most suitable, that we can limit or reduce the amount of destruction that happens when natural disasters strike.
Amen, that's right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Sunrise returns after these messages. Please stay with us.
King, holla me, holla yo, holla way, follow me and holla for the new cheesy jalapeno whopper from BK. Hata we say new cheesy jalapeno whopper make we talk in a gypsy. Well a pot, me I forget the new BK cheesy jalapeno whopper. Whole heap of spicy jalapenos and creamy cheese sauce. Get the combo with fries and drinks for $1,350. Holla me, holla yo, holla way, follow me and holla for the new cheesy jalapeno whopper from BK. It's the new BK cheesy jalapeno whopper from Burger King. And everybody with me,
why eat other snacks when sunshine is the best for you? Nature's best buns are crunchy. The flavor that sings to you. Salted banana and plantain. Taste the freshness, naturally sweet. The flavor that sings to you.
Ayo, nature's best bunch.
Yeah man, this is Nadine Sutherland. Cause we triumphant. Because we not stay down. We not go down. Stop one like we are close. Cause we triumphant. Yeah, this is Nadine Sutherland. Beat up Rockers TV with Urchin.
Where it all begins. The quest to become great. Inspired by those who went before them, these 4 boys dream of playing in the ISA schoolboy football competitions.
Will he score this for Casey? Will he score? It's a shot, it's a goal!
And it's a shot, and it's a goal! And Casey has won the Manning Cup, and they will play Clarendon College in the Olivia Shield.
Glad to have you back with us. Thank you for choosing Sunrise. As always, it's always great to be with you. Hope you enjoy being with us as we enjoy having these conversations for you. Well, with all the standing water and flooding that we have seen recently, the Ministry of Health has been keeping a close eye on a rise in cases of leptospirosis across the island. It's one of those infections that can sneak up on you, especially after heavy rain or contact with contaminated floodwater. And this morning, we have the head of the dermatology division at the Kingston Public Hospital, or KPH, the National Chest Hospital, Dr. Romario Thomas. He's here to help us understand what symptoms to actually look out for and how to lower your family's risk, and how the new beta version of the Absolute Skin app can support early detection. Doc, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. Morning.
What is I hear leptospirosis, I'm gonna think rat.
All right, yeah. Rats are the number one causes or vectors of the illnesses, but it's not just rats.
Okay.
But in this environment, post-hurricane with the flood waters, it's the number one animal that we see is passing on this bacteria. So, leptospirosis is a bacterial infection, caused by the leptospira species that's passed on by the rats. And in an environment where there's flood water, mud, contaminated food, and all of that, that's why we're seeing this increase in number of leptospirosis cases.
What is a bit concerning is I was reading up on leptospirosis yesterday, and it presents like a flu. So the concern is you get these symptoms, but then you probably don't get medical care early enough. How do I differentiate my symptoms then? What do I do, Doc? Walk me through the symptoms as well.
All right. So the number one thing I would say is do not try to differentiate at this point. We're in a period of outbreak. One of the things you can understand is if you are high risk or not. So persons who would be high risk are persons who have been exposed to flood water. Also the aid workers, because we have had and will continue to have cases of leptospirosis outside of those in Senti, outside of those who are marooned in those areas, because the health workers will go there to provide service.
To deliver relief. They're going into the space.
They're going into the space. So one of the things is you need to know that you've been exposed, and exposure means that traveling or wading in flood-like water, handling the construction, the cleanup work, and all of those stuff. Any cuts or bruises within that contaminated area, even the food that hasn't been stored properly, because we know a lot of people have lost proper storage, and we give them the aid, we give them the food, they're storing it, they're hoarding it, and that's what's happening. So understanding that you are high risk, you've been exposed, and looking out for the early signs, not trying to differentiate. And as you rightly mentioned, the early signs would be flu-like symptoms. You get nausea, headache, fever, chills. One of the things that are more unique to leptospirosis is like muscle pain, your calf and lower back usually. And as a dermatologist, the skin usually heralds a lot of things that are going on inside. Now, with leptospirosis, the regular symptoms come about 7 days. The skin findings come about 3 to 5 days, right? So what you want to look out for in the skin is what's called like the conjunctival suffusion. You get this slate-like redness of the eyes, but there's no drain, there's no itching, your eye just red. And you get these tiny red blotches. Now, you see a trend, the chickpea, the zigpea, all that little red blotches is similar red blotches you will see in leptospirosis, and they can get some deep purple ones as well, and ulcers and erosions. So you're looking out for those things, and when you see them, this is not the point to say, oh boy, I'm just gonna try and self-diagnose. You want to think leptospirosis.
So, persons, for the record, if you come in contact with the elements that predispose, that's one thing, but it's not like it's infectious. It's not like somebody going into the space can pass it on to somebody else.
No,
right?
No. For that to happen, it'd be a really, really high condensed case of persons, and again in the environment. So it's not something that's very contagious from person to person. However, we still try in very severe cases. You are known positive, especially if you've gone onto that realm where you're now jaundice, you have kidney issues, lung issues. We try to isolate that person, of course, during the treatment period.
If you believe that you have leptospirosis, it's possible to treat it and get over it, isn't it? It's not a death sentence.
Yes, it's a bacterial infection, so definitely we can treat it. The popular antibiotics are like doxycycline and penicillin. If it gets severe, we have to do that in the IV form, so definitely admitting you to the hospital. And one of the most important aspects is supportive care, because leptospirosis in its aggressive stages will attack your lung, your kidney, right, your liver. So we need to give you like your fluids, your supplementation, monitor these levels to see if you're getting an anemia or liver issues, stuff like that. So
hence the jaundice, because it's attacking your
liver.
You get to look a little yellow.
So then if someone dies from leptospirosis, what went wrong?
What go wrong? Usually late presentation. You know, they present late when there is, kidney damage, liver damage, persons with predisposing conditions, your diabetics, persons predisposing or pre-existing liver illnesses, somebody who is not the best to fight against this. And then it can be a breakdown in the supply of aid. Not to the fault of the healthcare workers, but there are multiple facets that can occur in these unique cases. Because of death from leptospirosis, with our system, we have a very good system, even though it's strained. It's a unique case.
Right.
It is a unique case.
That's right.
And we've, up to yesterday, first time I actually saw that the statement was given that we've had 8 deaths. And they've all been men, which is unfortunate because automatically I think about the men who are going in to render aid to help,
to help the clean up process.
But let me ask you
but
this.
Men are more likely to just watch it.
Correct, and less likely to go to get help at the doctor.
I'm going to watch it. I don't feel well. I'm going to watch it.
Well, let's talk for a second about mitigating strategies now, because obviously the conversation is happening. We're aware that there have been 8 confirmed deaths. We're aware of a few more cases that we're hoping will not end up with being fatal. What do we do now in the communities to make sure that we, 1, nip it, 2, we don't have further spread? What do we do to make sure that the communities are safeguarded? What do we do from here?
All right, my job is in policy, but we can all, as doctors, address, policy. So one of the things that we definitely would love to see is, a robust action in terms of mitigation of the rodents in these areas. We know we're focusing on, giving basic supply and shelter to human beings as well, but we also need to, be allocating some resource to, rodent prevention, mitigation of especially in areas where high density of persons are.
What's interesting about you saying that then is, so when vector specialists go in to do their work, people shouldn't be forcing them out to the communities.
No.
Because they're there for this very reason.
Yes, you should not be forcing them out of the communities. They are part of the aid relief. Aid relief is not just food, water. It is relief of all of the issues that will spiral out of the issue. So that's one of the things. Education of the population to get them in high gear in terms of, not wading in the flood water. We think that's fun. Oh, mud water, and we're in the boat and we're doing this and stuff. If you don't need to do it, like to just access, someone or save someone, avoid it. If you're doing cleanup work, gloves and boots and protection, a scrape or a scratch now can be deadly. right? So we need to pay a lot of attention to that. If you get cut or scraped, immediately try to decontaminate the area, cover the cuts and bruises. If you don't have an antibacterial ointment, even straight petroleum Vaseline, you can apply that to the wound. Make sure you're using clean water. Boil it or put a tablespoon of bleach per gallon of water. Those things can help to prevent the cases. And of course, once you see the early warning sign, the skin signs.
Yeah, but it's a pity, like you see something on your skin and if you had like an app, you could have just scanned it and just say, what is this?
Oh, wait, there may be an app. Wait a minute.
If I'm going to be fully honest with you, the beta app theoretically can work. But listen, down in those regions, you don't even have data, right?
True.
You don't even have access. So I'm not going to tell you that this app is going to, but it can help. Because if you are someone or a healthcare worker or a doctor who's unsure or somebody with access, this is what early detection helps you to do. It helps to bring things into your perspective and your mind. So you do a scan and says, hey, this could be leptospirosis. Tells you how to address it early and what are the things to look out for and then how to present. And one of the things that it does do, and we've opened up the telemedicine consultations during this period to help those who do have access to it, is you can get online with a dermatologist via telemedicine, via the app, and speak to someone if you want some reassurance or questions answered.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You've answered a lot of our questions this morning.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Great to have you. All right, a big thank you to Dr. Romario Thomas for breaking down what we need to stay mindful of, especially while so many communities are still dealing with leftover flood conditions. All right, don't go too far. We'll switch the pace a little bit with some breakfast. Thank goodness, Mr. Dennis Belly grumble one more time.
Wow, you're outing me this morning.
Hey, I'm honest. See you after the break while Dennis breaks his fast.
And householders. Access the Heart NSTA Trust Skills Registry today to employ trained and certified skilled professionals. The time by Heart is
7:30.
Black Friday starts early at Quartz with a whole week of deals from November 24 to 30 with up to 50% off store-wide. Furniture starting at $8,999, appliances starting at $19,999, and smart TV starting at $29,999. There is more! Shop on credit and make your first payment in January 2026. Don't miss out on a week of Black Friday deals at Quartz from November 24 to 30 with up to 50% off. Quartz, bringing value home. Conditions apply.
When the bus the man, I want to watch my son play finals on CVM,
But mums, you can't watch it on CVM website, man.
My son score.
Greatness begins here.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Dennis loves to say. Sunrise family, listen, it's time to get things cracking in our Sunrise kitchen. You know how long we not eat on that show, yeah?
Long time.
Hey.
Long time.
Well, this morning, breakfast is served is courtesy of Chef George Cooper from Cooper's Delight.
That's right.
And he's turning Christmas into an act of service with bringing Christmas to the broken. Well, serving up some love to families still feeling the impact of Hurricane Melissa. Well, we are very excited to have him because we are going to taste some of the love that he's going to be offering the people. Yes?
That's
Good
right.
morning, Chef.
Morning, Chef. How are you
Good
doing?
to have
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So
Talk
guess
to
what?
us
You're
about-
turning care package into gourmet.
Well, that's the idea. So from the non-perishable items, you know, people in the West, they can't cook. So the care packages that they receive from the non-perishable items, we are showing them this morning how to make breakfast from those.
All right, so what are we using today? Because I mean, among the most popular non-perishable items, we have corned beef, we have sardine, we have tuna,
sausage,
yeah, sausages.
Right, so we have the Vienna sausage, we use it to make a kebab with cheese and grapes.
Well,
Look at that. Look at that. Can we get a shot on this?
there's the kebab.
There we go.
See that? See that?
Yeah.
And then with the sardines, we mix the sardines with some canned mixed vegetables.
Oh.
But Chef, that also look like you spiced up with something else. What else is on that sardine?
Well, some secret ingredients. That
not a secret.
And then
guava jam. Let's have a bite of guava jam.
Guava jam, okay, all right. You look like you're doing some sliders here.
Right, so this is the tuna sliders. So you apply a
So you
tuna.
put a little tuna there.
You go on with the cheese.
And put a little piece of cheese there. Let's see what you're up to. I got you.
And then you can't leave out the vegetables, although they are very scarce. It's the lettuce and the tomato.
Yeah, if you can find any.
So Chef, tell us about your plan that you have. You plan to go into the communities. Walk us through what you're going to do.
All right, so we are bringing Christmas to the broken. We're doing 9 stops across 7 parishes. When you go into the West, it's devastating. So at least one day in these communities, we want to bring hope and joy to the kids and the elderly. So going in there with a medical mission, going there with elderly care there and pampering. So we have our barbers and our nail techs. So we're doing some grooming of the elderly. And we're doing a family fun day. So for the kids, we bring in the buns and the ice cream. And then we bring in the Christmas meals. So for Christmas is a big deal for us at Cooper's Delight. But what we're doing, we're not feeding our regular clients. We're asking them to purchase a Christmas meal and we'll take that into the communities for those.
Wow.
That's brilliant.
You know, what I'm going to ask you is I'm going to ask you to go into the community.
Yeah, man, we'll be going into the communities.
I was in Betheltown on Friday, and what we did was we went and visited shut-ins. The police were going in visiting, because you know why? What they said was thank you for coming to us, because when other people are coming and stopping and then people are going, them say by the time we can get there, everything done.
So the idea is we'll set up on a common space where we have school football field, and then we'll have our partners, the community leaders mobilize the elders and bring them into
get them into the spaces, please. I beg you. That would make a huge difference.
If you can, Chef, I'm going to ask for a tuna slide over there. Let me tell the people how good their food is going to be. Oh, then it's so kind of you to bring it my way. Let me tell the people exactly what they're going to be getting when Cooper's Delight comes into their space.
All right, there you go. Go on in.
Oh, it's yummy. Very nice. Very nice.
So again, when are you going to be? When is it going to start?
So it is 9 stops. So it's
9 stops across 7 parishes. So which parishes are you going?
We're starting in St. Anne, then we move into Trelawney, then St. James, Hanover, and 3 stops in Westmoreland, 1 stop in St. Elizabeth, and 1 in Manchester. So you can tune into our page, Cooper's Delight on Instagram.
And you've identified the stops already?
Yes, we are working with the community leaders to identify that as we speak. So we're still working out the logistics for that.
And for persons who are listening to this conversation and saying, I need to get on board that's what we want to partner with. How can they reach out to you?
You can help, whatever you have, people need everything at this time. They need clothes, the kids need toys, People need food. If you have a chicken in your freezer, you can bring it to us. We'll add that to our menu. If you have a ham, bring it to us. We'll add that to our menu. You can volunteer. You can donate cash, kind, everything. People need help right now.
And when is it that you're going out on your mission?
We're starting on the 11th of December.
On the 11th of December, and it goes, and you're just going straight non-stop?
Straight non-stop. And the dates will be posted on our page on Instagram.
9 stops, 7 parishes.
And including Christmas Day. So we're not staying at home. We'll be out there serving the people.
I tell you one thing, if there's one way to make non-perishable food taste like gourmet food, you found it. It tastes fine. This tastes so good.
Yeah.
Actually really needed that tuna sandwich, that tuna slide out. I really needed it.
Cooper's Delight.
Brilliant.
It's been a delight speaking with you as always. Thank you very much. Our guest has been George Cooper of Cooper's Delight, bringing some light to those who need it most this season. We're going to head to another break, and then it's over to Jason Brown. He's got, of course, your favorite Tuesday morning game show.
JB. Hey, JB.
The Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is 7:45.
Hey everybody, I'm Yendi, and this is Odyssey with Yendi. In this space, we connect with some of your favorite people as they share their journeys. Here we have some unfiltered conversations as we deep dive into their inspirations, motivations, and experiences to inspire our own life journey.
ISA Schoolboy Football is back. The storm has passed, but the spirit remains. This time it's bigger than football. CVM TV brings you a doubleheader from Waterhouse Mini Stadium. This Friday, November 28, the round of 16 continues with match day 2. In the opening encounter, Woolmer's Boys and Tivoli Gardens face off in a must-win for both teams. Kickoff is at 2 p.m. and Stats and Excelsior clash for a spot at the top of the group in the feature match at 4:15 p.m. Coverage is live and exclusive on CVM TV, CVM Television Jamaica on YouTube, and CVMTV.com. That's the return of the ISA Manning Cup, Friday, November 28. A doubleheader at Waterhouse Mini Stadium. Tivoli Gardens versus Woolmer's Boys at 2 p.m. and Stats versus Excelsior at 4:15 p.m.
Yeah man, this is Graham Smagan. I want you to keep watching CVM TV, be inspired, be informed, right? See it happen right here on CVM TV. Morgan Heritage till the year 3000 and beyond. Graham Smagan say that. See it? Blessings.
It's quiz time. I'm your host, Jason. Our teams are ready for another Sunrise Freshers brought to you by Sunshine Snacks. This week we have some bright sparks from the Jamaica Union of Tertiary Students ready to test their knowledge. So let's meet our players. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Wanna doing good?
Yeah.
All right, so intros, please. Let me have your names. Let's start with you.
Good morning, Jamaica. My name is Malik Harris, and I am the second Vice President of Local and International Affairs.
Okay.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Nashe Baker, and I am the Deputy Coordinator for Projects and Special Initiatives.
So Nashe, do I know you?
We
do I know you? How?
Yes,
I taught you, right?
Yes, and you're my form teacher.
Yeah, that is it. Next.
All right, I am Nadisha Pinnock. I am the Director of Communications.
All right, and to my left.
So good day, freshers. My name is Dominic Nash, the President of the Jamaica Union of Tertiary Students.
All right.
Good morning, Jamaica. My name is Daniel. I'm currently a part of the task force for the President.
All right.
And good morning, I'm Tijano Taylor. I'm the first Vice President for Advocacy, Policy, Research and Development for Jamaica Union.
A big portfolio. All right, so first VP, tell us about JUTS. What's the mission? What do you guys do?
JUTS's primary goal is to advocate on behalf of all the tertiary level institutions in Jamaica.
Okay.
We try to advocate and to advance advocates at the tertiary level, and really to support our students as they move on into life and enter into the workforce. So.
Okay. And we have relief efforts coming from JUTS, right? So, Sir President, what's happening? What are you doing for the person?
Right, so November is celebrated as Youth Month, and under the theme, Youth Can Rebuild Jamaica. So we have a partnership with St. John's Ambulance, JN Foundation, and we go to relief areas on Saturdays and Sundays. And Saturday we went to Newtown in St. Elizabeth.
So if persons want to donate, how can they?
They can register to the link and reach out to the JUTS page or my page.
What's the JUTS page?
JUTS JA.
Okay, awesome. So are you ready to play this morning? Please test your buzzers. All right. You're too slow, Malik. Come on. So we have 30 questions, random questions. Are we ready? Let's make it nice and fun. Question 1, Jamaica knowledge. Which Jamaican town is known as the center of Jamaica due to its location?
Mandeville?
No, Chapelton. So what is the name of Jamaica's national fruit?
Aki.
That is correct. True or false? Portland is known for having some of the highest rainfalls in Jamaica.
True.
That is correct. Too slow. Which Jamaican parish is home to the Blue Lagoon?
Portland.
That is correct. Which Jamaican river is famous for rafting in St. Anne?
Rio Covery.
The White River. Riddles, rhythm of this. I have teeth, but me can't bite. What am?
Comb.
That is correct. I go round and round, but never move from one spot.
Merry-go-round.
Judges, I wear a crown, but me no rule no kingdom. What am I?
Teeth.
Wear a crown who lives in a pineapple under the sea. I'm full of holes, but I hold water. What am I?
Sponge.
Correct. What's going on over here? I'm tall when me young and short when I'm old. What am I? It burns.
Candle.
That is correct. Awesome. Math and science. What is the value of 9 times 14?
Time.
Okay. 126. True or false? Humans have more than 600 muscles.
True.
What gas do plants release during?
Oxygen.
That is correct. How many millimeters are in 1 centimeter?
10.
What do we call animals that eat both plants and?
Omnivores.
All right. General knowledge and fun facts. Which planet is known as the red planet?
Mars.
True or false? A leap year has 366 days.
True.
Yeah. What ocean is the largest in the world?
Pacific.
They got that one. Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Vincent Van Gogh.
Yes. Come again.
Leonardo.
Yes.
What is the capital city of Canada?
Toronto.
No, Ottawa. Okay, we have to turn with it. Jamaican food. What Jamaican dish is made with salted codfish, sauteed with tomatoes, onions, and peppers? Ackee and saltfish. List some Jamaican porridges made from grains.
Cornmeal.
Give me one more.
Peanut.
What Jamaican patty flavor is the most popular?
Beef.
That is correct. Which snack or meal is a very thin, sturdy baked wafer made with simple ingredients like wheat, flour, and water? We call them tough. Yeah. True or false? Greater cake is made using coconut and sugar.
True.
Mighty God. So now we move to the visual questions. Please look at the monitor and identify. This historic Montego Bay site features
White House.
No, the wrong answer came first. That is not the White House. This iconic statue at Emancipation Park depicts two freed slaves looking upwards. What is it called? It's a popular song too, you know.
Freedom.
Is that your final answer?
I mean, we're leading.
I heard it a while ago.
We're leading. We can't let them.
Somebody's trying to help you.
Slaves.
Slave. Redemption song monument. This popular Montego Bay attraction is known for tranquil rafting on a long, winding river. What is
Great River?
Martha Bay rafting. This large mural in downtown Kingston celebrates Jamaican culture and reggae icons. What is it?
Pass.
All right, and the last question for Freshers this morning. This musical icon's birth name is James Chambers. And we say, rest in peace, Sir Jimmy Cliff. So thank you so much for being a part of the game show this morning. Clap yourselves, please. Clap yourselves. Clap, 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 clap. You guys did well. Not so much over here. You guys did well. And there you have it. Yes, and we appreciate your efforts. So a big congratulations to our players in studio this morning. And a huge thank you to everyone who played along at home. We see you in the chat. So Sunrise will be right back.
All right, just like that, another Sunrise comes to an end. A big thank you to all our guests today, and of course, to you for waking up with us. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much, folks. So if you missed anything or you just really want to rewatch something that you thought was great, which could be the whole show, we've got you covered. CVMTV.com. And for all the fun stuff in between, we're on Instagram. Check us out at CVM_television. Until next time, guess what? It's going to be Tamighty tomorrow.
Yes.
So I noticed I said it so that you could understand me this time. Tamighty tomorrow. Tamighty. Alrighty.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. You silly goose.
Yeah. So, but definitely have a wonderful day. Stay safe. As you clean up, as we rebuild, just work together and be careful of leptospirosis. As we all learned today. All right?
And also, while you take care of your physical health, take care of your mental and emotional well-being. It's a trying time at the moment, but take care. Lift up your soul, lift up your spirit. Fill your heart with good stuff. Fill your mind with positive things, yeah?
Indeed. All right.
Appreciate you. See you soon.
Take care. Bye.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Turbulence to future, I'm going to end that CVM. see it happen. We've got the love others are searching for. I'm still loving you, even though you're gone. I could have been one of the most notorious. Keep it royal. Give thanks and praise for life. Thank you very much. Go bang!
Trust Hawkeye's Total Connect. Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
Time by Hawkeye is 8 a.m.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of High School Pitside. Tonight, we're kicking off something truly special, the long-awaited return of schoolboy football. After the devastating blow of Hurricane Melissa, especially to our schools in Western Jamaica, the comeback feels even sweeter.
Our players, coaches and communities have shown incredible strength, and now the energy is high and the spirit of youth competition is alive once again. The schoolboy football season is slated to return officially on November 28. Greetings, I'm Ronald Adams.
And I'm your football girlie, Janae Robinson. No, Giovanni.